Boundless Immigration News, Weekend Review, April 15th, 2022. Dreamers can now file their renewals online. DACA recipients can now renew their status online. USCIS said this week the move was part of a massive effort to digitize and speed up the agency's processes and operations. USCIS said it got almost 440,000 DACA renewal requests last year, and that the average processing time for DACA renewals and related work permits requests is about 54 days. The online filing operation is only available to applicants renewing their DACA status, and first-time applicants will still need to send paper applications in the mail. Keep in mind that although USCIS is still accepting first-time application requests, a recent court order bars the agency from approving such requests. Only renewal applications can be granted at this time. Immigrants paid nearly $331 billion in federal taxes in 2019, $500 billion overall. As the 2021 tax season draws to a close for most people on Monday, April 18th, Boundless took a fresh look at the data on the contributions made by immigrants to the U.S. tax system and the economy more broadly. Immigrants in the U.S. contributed more than $330.7 billion in federal income taxes in 2019, and over $492 billion in total taxes, including state, municipal, and sales tax. The Tax Foundation estimates that Americans and immigrant taxpayers paid $1.6 trillion in individual income taxes in 2019. To learn more about the income, spending power, tax payment, and economic contributions of immigrants to the American economic system, read the full report in our description. Nearly 10,000 Ukrainian refugees crossed the U.S.-Mexico border. Russia's invasion of Ukraine triggered a massive refugee crisis, displacing over 4.4 million people since last February. While many have fled to neighboring European countries like Poland, thousands of Ukrainians have had to travel to Mexico with hopes of immigrating to the U.S. New Department of Homeland Security, DHS data, shows nearly 10,000 Ukrainians were processed at the U.S.-Mexico border between February 1st and April 6th. The Biden administration previously pledged to welcome 100,000 Ukrainians under no specific time frame. As the conflict continues, the U.S.-Mexico border is likely to see even more Ukrainian refugees who have been left with few immigration alternatives. Some senators expressed bipartisan immigration reform interests. Senators Tom Tillis, RNC, and Dick Durbin, DI-11, have expressed intentions to bring together a group of senators interested in trying to breathe back life into the stalled immigration discussion after the Senate's April recess. Presumably, with their eyes on the upcoming midterm elections, the two have requested that members of both parties bring forward bipartisan bills for discussion in the hopes of building a 60-vote consensus on one or more of them. Given that several bills have already been introduced in the House, with some even having passed before dying in the Senate, it seems reasonable to expect senators to repackage and update some of the previous bills. The Department of State's May Visa Bulletin is now live. The U.S. Department of State released the Visa Bulletin for May 2022. In summary, the only countries which saw changes were Mexico and India, with slight decreases in wait time for some family-based and employment-based categories. It's important to keep track of actual changes and likely future developments in the Visa Bulletin. Check out our Visa Bulletin May Updates video on YouTube. Those are this week's top immigration news headlines. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Boundless for the latest in immigration news. Thanks for watching.